Hey guys, welcome back to day 9 of OSE. I'm super excited for what we got going on. Let me turn off this AC. Man, I am excited, man. It has been a challenging couple of days. One thing that has been happening is, man, everything I talk to you guys about, everything I sit here and talk about my perspective changing on, or the shift that's happening with my perspective, the new perspective that I'm adopting, I get tested on right away. It never fails. I get tested on right away. When it comes to time management, test it. When it comes to just all the things that I've talked to you guys about, all the things that I've talked about changing my perspective on, it literally happens right away. So, how do you manage something like that? How do you handle that? I literally have to go back and watch my own videos. I literally have to go back and encourage myself. And watch what I've even said to you guys to just figure out how the heck do I respond in this moment? How do I challenge my thoughts in this moment? I hope you guys are enjoying OSE though. OSE has been a joy for me. It's been something that has been challenging, especially keeping up with these videos every day. Speaking every day has been a challenge. But I'm super excited for what is to come, guys. I think some great things are going to happen. One thing I want to talk about today is servant leadership. Servant leadership. A couple years ago, whenever I first started dating my wife, when I first started dating my wife, we went on our first date, and I was like 18, I think. And I went out to the car, and she walked out to the car and she said, "Are you going to get my door?" I said, "No." I said, "No." I said, "You can get it." You know what I mean? I didn't say it in a rude way, but that's what I said, man. That's what happened. She said, "Well, if you don't get my door, I ain't going." So I went, obviously I got the door. And that she set the tone for the relationship. She let me know what needed to be in the relationship for us to succeed, for me to get anywhere as far as, just dating her and courtship. She set the tone like, hey, I want somebody that's gonna open my door. So I did it. Couple years later, well, obviously that was a theme in our relationship. Couple years later, I would say I fell off from opening the door, and this is probably married for probably 3 years at this point. And she told me, she said, "Hey, I really want you to start getting my door again." Hey guys, it's Miguel Devon. Thank you so much for locking in with me for OSE, on-site exercise. This is an exciting 30 days. We're knocking things out. We are being disciplined. We are being dedicated to our craft, whatever it may be that you committed to for 30 days. Keep on committing. Hey, do me one favor. Before you get back to your video, make sure you share this video, like and subscribe. But please make sure you share this video with a friend of yours, because I'm trying to get 50 subscribers by May 1st. May 1st, that's the goal, team. So 50 subs by May 1st. Hey, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. And obviously, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, kind of bothered me the first time. Because it's like, man, I do all this stuff. I do all these things, and you still want me to, like, I got to do that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm a fast-paced guy. So it's not even actually the problem of, hey, like, I got to die to myself to get the door, right? But it's like, hey, when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to get in the car, let's go. I don't want to have to run around the other side, run around this side, run around the other side, run around this side. And I said, okay, cool. And every time I did it with the wrong heart. Every time I would get to the door, I did it with the wrong heart. I don't believe that she saw it or she heard anything. Just internally, I knew this is not the right heart to do this. So I would say now 2 years ago, I really changed my heart. I actually made a video about it. I changed my perspective on how I see this. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is good. So you listen to this, guys. This is about servant leadership right here. One, I wanted to exemplify leadership in my marriage. So one thing about exemplifying leadership, one is I need to be a servant in order to lead properly. If you look at any man who is successfully has a happy marriage, has a happy wife and happy children and just is a successful man in his marriage, you will notice a common theme. That common theme is he is actually a servant, and he's also submitted to something higher than himself. A lot of times what I've seen is and what people think is leadership doesn't have to be submitted, okay? And people don't like that word submitted. It rubs people the wrong way. But whenever you look at someone who is leading properly, they're submitted to a thing higher than themselves. They're submitted to a thing higher than themselves. In my marriage, in my family, it is submitting myself to God. A lot of people get rubbed the wrong way about women being submissive to their men. Women being submissive to their marriage and to their men. But what it is actually, the man is actually supposed to be submitted to something higher than himself, supposed to be submitted to God. So whenever you're submitted to God, when the man is submitted to God, the woman is actually submitted to the man, which makes her submitted to God, right? So that's the system and the process of everything, right? But if you look at any great leader, any great leadership, they're submitted to something higher than themselves. They're willing to serve at a different level. So that's what changed my perspective around getting the door. And it helped me become a better leader, not just in my family, but it helped me become a better leader at work. I began to serve this was back when I was in the military. I began to serve my troops. And this was also when I was going into my business. I began to serve people freely. And here's the big catch, okay? Here's the big catch, because oftentimes, and even men, we get caught up in this sometimes. Now catch this, okay? Is serving transactionally free, meaning there's no gain, there's no return on this. I'm not asking for anything back. I'm not asking for anything in return. I'm serving because I took on the role. Whoo, this is good. I took on the role of leader. I said, hey, I signed up to be a leader. And when you sign up to be a leader, you sign up to be a servant. You sign up to serve. You sign up to lead, but part of leadership is being a servant. So that was number one. Number one was servant leadership. It helped me be a better servant leader. Number two, it helped me be a better protector. Now, big thing about manhood, big thing about being a man is we always want to provide and protect, right? We always want to provide and protect. And to be honest with you, I believe I did both of those things with doing this simple act of just getting the door. Just getting the door. I'm providing a safe space, a loving environment for my wife. Number two, I'm providing protection. I'm making sure my wife is in the car secured. The enemy now has to go through me to get to her. Whatever's outside, whatever the threat is, it has to go through me to get to her. Now, this is big because like I said, as men, we want to provide and protect. And what happens is a lot of times when we think of provide and protect, we think of financial, which is great. And we think of put the fist up, let's fight, which is great. But it starts with the small things to show how willing you actually are. Getting the door is a small thing, right? But it leads to so much greater. It leads to, hey, if I can get the door for you, then I can cover you in these moments. If I can get the door for you, then I'm willing. And honestly, it's a lay down the pride type of thing. If I can lay down my pride in this moment, I can lay down my pride whenever it comes down to being emotional. Whenever my wife needs me to be emotional. It's about providing. I think a lot of times we think of tangible providing, but what can actually happen is we can actually provide emotional support. We can provide friendship. We can provide love. Now, this is good. Like I said, just from all that, it's just from a servant leadership standpoint. And hey, maybe you're not married. Maybe this doesn't even apply to you. But find ways that you can serve as a leader. As a leader, when you're in a leadership role, when people see you as a leader, find ways that you can serve. Here lately, I believe I'm a leader. I got even to the point where I got the degree. Okay. Stupid. I got the degree. But you know what's so fascinating to me? Here's just since I moved to Houston, I'm used to being the leader. I'm used to leading in all these areas, especially career-wise, especially just all these areas. I've found myself, since I moved here, I've found myself in more servant roles than I've ever found myself in. And it's messed me up. It's confused me because I'm like, God, how in the world did I end up in this position to just where I'm like, I was a leader, but now I'm just constantly serving. And I believe the best leaders are the ones who are willing to serve someone else's mission. The best leaders are the ones who are willing to serve someone else's vision. I've found that several times in military and life, the people that are the best leaders, lead their families, lead their life, lead their businesses, are the ones that are willing to serve someone else's vision first. And one quick little tip about being a servant leader. One quick tip about being a servant leader. The beauty of being a servant leader is you create and you find opportunities to add value to people's life. And when you add value to people's life, there's great return. Like I said, it's not a transactional thing, but it's just how it works. When you add value, there's always a return. A lot of times that's financial gain. A lot of times that's just thank you, right? I hope y'all enjoyed that video, man. Hey guys, day 9, OSC. Hope this is good information for you guys. I love y'all. Be checking in for day 10. See ya.